Curious about Israel's role in the end times according to the Bible? Look no further. This video explores the fascinating connection between Israel and biblical prophecy. Delving into concepts such as Armageddon, the Second Coming, and the Tribulation, it examines key passages like Ezekiel 38-39 and sheds light on the significance of Jerusalem, the Temple Mount, and the Holy Land. The Promised Land. God's promise to Abraham is a foundational aspect of Israel's role in the end times. In the book of Genesis, God promised Abraham that his descendants would inherit the land of Canaan, which is now modern-day Israel. This promise was significant because it established a sacred connection between the Jewish people and the land they would later call their own. The inheritance of the land was not only a physical blessing but also a spiritual one. Through this promise, God revealed his faithfulness and demonstrated his plan for the nation of Israel. He promised to bless Abraham and his descendants, multiplying them abundantly and making them a great nation. The restoration of Israel. Throughout history, the Jewish people have experienced both scattering and regathering. The scattering, also known as the diaspora, occurred when the Israelites were exiled from their land due to various conquests and persecutions. However, despite being dispersed among different nations, God's promise of regathering remained. In the 20th century, the re-establishment of the nation of Israel took place. This was seen as the fulfillment of biblical prophecies, as the Jewish people returned to their homeland and began to rebuild their lives. The establishment of Israel as a nation showcased God's faithfulness and his commitment to fulfilling his promises. Jerusalem as the center. Jerusalem holds a significant role in both biblical prophecy and the modern-day political landscape. Throughout the Bible, Jerusalem is often referred to as the city of God and is depicted as a central location for key events in both the past and future. The importance of Jerusalem in end-times prophecy is evident in various scriptures. It is described as the city where Jesus will return, where the temple will be rebuilt, and where the Messiah's reign will be established. This spiritual significance has led to political controversies surrounding the control and ownership of the city. Jerusalem serves as a spiritual and political focal point, representing the deep connection between God's promises and the Jewish people. The city holds a special place in the hearts of Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike, and its future plays a crucial role in the unfolding of end-times events. The rebuilding of the temple. The temple holds immense significance in biblical prophecy, and its rebuilding is closely associated with the end times. In the Old Testament, the temple was the central place of worship and sacrifice for the Israelites. However, it was destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 BC and later rebuilt, only to be destroyed again by the Romans in 70 AD. The rebuilding of the temple is a topic of much debate and speculation. While some believe that a physical temple will be reconstructed in the future, others interpret the temple's symbolism to represent a deeper spiritual truth. Regardless of the interpretation, prophecies related to the temple play a crucial role in understanding the events surrounding the end times. The temple's restoration is seen as a significant step in preparing for the return of Jesus Christ. It represents a time of spiritual renewal and a return to a deeper relationship with God. As discussions and attempts regarding the rebuilding continue, the fulfillment of end-times prophecies related to the temple remains a topic of great interest and anticipation. The Battle of Armageddon. The Battle of Armageddon is a widely discussed and prophesied battle in the end times. Located in the Valley of Megiddo in modern-day Israel, this battle represents the culmination of the conflicts and tensions that have arisen throughout history. According to biblical prophecy, Israel will play a crucial role in the Battle of Armageddon. The nations of the world will gather against Israel, seeking to destroy it. However, God's hand of protection will be upon Israel, ensuring their defense and victory. The defeat of the nations gathered against Israel will not only signify the triumph of God's chosen people but also showcase his ultimate sovereignty and power. This battle serves as a pivotal moment in the end-times narrative, leading to the establishment of God's kingdom on earth. The Second Coming of Christ. The Second Coming of Jesus Christ is a central event in the end-times narrative. As prophesied in the Bible, Christ will return to establish his kingdom on earth. This event holds immense significance for both believers and Israel. According to biblical prophecy, Jesus will arrive in Jerusalem, specifically on the Mount of Olives. His return will mark the beginning of a new era, where peace, justice, and righteousness will be fully realized. This momentous occasion will also involve Israel's recognition of Jesus as the long-awaited Messiah. The second coming of Christ brings hope and assurance to believers. as they anticipate the fulfillment of God's promises and the establishment of His eternal kingdom. It also signals Israel's spiritual restoration and the realization of their identity as a chosen people. The rapture of the church. The concept of the rapture refers to the catching up of believers to meet Christ in the air. This event is believed to occur before the tribulation, a period of intensified turmoil and judgment on the earth. According to proponents of the rapture, believers will be separated from the world and taken to be with Christ, while those who are left behind will endure the tribulation. This separation signifies God's love for His people and serves as a means of protection for believers. Israel's role during the rapture is not explicitly outlined in Scripture. However, their existence and the events leading up to the rapture, such as the re-establishment of the nation, serve as significant prophetic signs. As believers eagerly await the rapture, they continue to watch for the unfolding of God's plan for Israel. The Tribulation Period. The tribulation period is a 7-year period of intense turmoil and judgment described in biblical prophecy. It is believed to be a time of unprecedented suffering and tribulation for the world, culminating in the return of Jesus Christ. During this period, Israel will experience both preservation and persecution. God's hand of protection will be upon His chosen people, ensuring their survival amidst the chaos. However, they will also face persecution and opposition from various forces aligned against them. The Antichrist and Israel. The rise of the Antichrist is a significant event in the end times narrative. This charismatic leader will manipulate and deceive many, seeking to establish a global reign of power. His influence will extend to all nations, including Israel. The Antichrist's opposition and deception towards Israel will be one of the key aspects of his reign. He will enter into a covenant with Israel, only to betray them and bring great hardship upon the nation. However, Israel will ultimately triumph over the Antichrist as God's plan unfolds and His promises are fulfilled. The Antichrist's rise to power serves as a warning and reminder to remain vigilant in discerning truth from deception. It also showcases the ultimate victory of God and His chosen people over evil and the forces aligned against them.